Alright, how's it going, guys? Sports Gaming Fever here, back again, and during the break between videos, what am I doing? Suppose, what did I do? I edited the scouting, so if we go... I don't really care what they do in the pros. There's no one I'm specifically targeting. So I basically took the highest of the skill... the central scouting ratings, and so I had them go to I scout specific players and then just the top guys and all of that, and had each of the reports stop at June, like early June, so it's before the draft. So we know we're hitting the top players in the draft, at least based on central scouting. In the central scouting updates throughout the season. That's why I wanted to wait to do that until nowish, just so we have a better idea of where they actually are, since it's now January. So with that out of the way, we can... Oh, you know what? One last thing is upgrade and maintain. Team store. Could upgrade you. Why not? We'll do some repairs everywhere else. We have the money. So everything's... Cool. So now we'll resume. We'll sim up to here, sim through January. Silverberg is doing much better. And we're doing okay. First round from Toronto. I don't want to give up Bloodstrom yet. Want to give him a year to see how he will pan out. Jones, Bob. Nah, I want to hang on to that. Lunarstrom again for Gardner, though we'd have to give up a second. Don't really want to do that. Carolina's really selling their defensemen, I guess, because we got Van Riemsdyk from them in the last video. So now I'll view the central scouting just to see what's up. We are scouting all of these players. We're in the process of it. How many do we already have scouted in this top? Not too many, but we're working on it. By the draft, we'll have a lot of ratings there. Open up Steel. I'm okay. I think we will need to add something, maybe specifically on defense, as we get close to the trade deadline, because I think we're gonna make that playoff push this year. For Bailey, what is he rated in this game? 85, 30 years old. 5 years, $5 million. I'm gonna say no to that because of the contract, but that would have been a good piece to add. Richie. I feel like they already offered this guy late, right? In the last episode. Whom we don't know anything about. Your first is super valuable. And there's really nothing we can do to get that, so I'm gonna, without giving up a lot. Alright, once again, end of the month, let's check things out. We are still in second. We have a sizable lead over the Oilers and Flames. And Golden Knights, they're all fighting for the for playoff positioning. Same with the Canucks. The Canucks are in the running. Sharks are running away with things, but Yeah, we're right there. Um, Getzlav, over a point per game. Henrique, a point per game. Yeah, this all feels right. I feel like Raquel should be doing a bit better. It's just kind of why I want him to have the minutes on the first line and see if that changes. But for the time being, our team isn't set up that way. Just because we have Getzlav doing so good on that first line. When is the trade deadline again? It's not February, right? Oh, it is. It's the end of February. Okay. So let's sim up to this week. And then look at the trade block and see if any trades we can make. We are being scored on way too often. I agree. I'm assuming he's going to ask for defenseman. Yes. Because that's kind of the plan for the trade deadline. And so, you know what? We'll stop and do that now. Because that does seem to be a problem. So we'll quickly browse the trade block. Halak. Bogosian is available. Hamonic. Brody. That is something to look at. Gardner, they offered him to us. Not going for Seabrook. Probably go back to Carolina and check out a deal for one or both of them. Who's that? Scantella. Spurgeon. Yeah, he was offered to us. Not seeing much else that's popping out. Okay, so let's check out Calgary. I mean, Brody would be great. Even Hamonic would be fine, though. I would like to trade for you. Oh, you know what? We could just find trade. Let me do that. Let me go to find trade and see what comes up as a starting point. So we go Calgary. And we go defenseman. So you know what? Let's just see what it would be for both. Our first rounder, Jones and Dostal. Florida's first rounder, Steele and Dostal. Moran, they're first, and Donzel Jones, they're Gibson. No. How is Florida? I want to see how good Florida is right now. Oh, they're good. Yeah, I'd trade that pick. Where are you? Yeah, Florida's doing good, so we don't need that pick. So what was his? You and you. So Jones, 21, fourth liner at 76 overall. Okay with moving him. Dostal's a 19-year-old with starter potential. We're getting Gibbons for, what, he has an 8-year contract or something? How long is his contract? I know he's like 26, at least at the start of the season. He is 26. He is 90 overall. And he is signed for 8 years at a reasonable rate. Which brings him till he's 34. So yeah, I don't mind moving Dostal. I really don't. We have other prospects here. Stellaris, for example, who's probably not going to be that, but we have some young goaltenders. We can go after a young goaltender eventually. Yeah, so I'm okay with that. I just want to see if we can get something else in return. Frolik, another rental. We can't do that. We'd have to give up another skater. Fine, giving up a third next year. Next year's fourth? Yeah. We can try to squeak out a seventh. Or a sixth. If not, I'm just going to go with the four. Hey! Hey, okay, we'll do that. Yeah. I'm good with that trade. Anxiety with the new team. That's okay, that's to be accepted. Expected, not accepted. And accepted. It's accepted and expected. So. In case he already hasn't edited it. Oh, he swapped somewhere in case. Interesting. So I think my coach will be happy. Oh, and they're going to play together. Nice. Then Van Riemsdyk is where you want him. And then you got the young guy Larson training on that bottom pair. All RD is below the age of 30. We will have to resign Brody and Hamonic. But I'm liking it. I am liking it a lot. So I think that was a huge boost to our team as we're making a playoff push. Florida has a better record than us. So giving up that first rounder isn't too big of a deal. I want to see what we have for picks still. We have our first, we have a second, we have a fourth, a fifth, sixth, seventh. Next year, a first, a second, 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, 2/4, 3/4. Yeah, I'm okay with our picks right now. It'd be nice to have a third. But 2/4 ain't too bad. We have our first. So yeah, I think that is good. So let's get by the trade deadline. Or even the end of the season, why not? But at least by the trade deadline. Yeah, I'd like to get to the end of the season. No. I'm not trying to trade any of our starters. I'm okay trading a prospect, maybe, depending on the prospect. But I think I'm good on that. Sprung in case, no thank you. I'm good on D now. I haven't edited the trade block, so we're going to get a bunch of offers. Yes, you're very happy. I kept my promise. our guy's last name is Goalie. I just find that funny. No, I'm okay. Bruins first rounder. What's your record there, boss? Really good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to you. Steen isn't a great prospect. Richie for first. I'm not really looking for picks at this point. It's more about the player I'm getting in return. First round, second round. They're just doing so good that it's almost like not worth it. How are you doing, Dallas? I know that's next year's. You're not doing too hot. You are willing to give up that. Take Nyberg out, then need Nyberg in. Trade alert. Koivu, Brouwer, and Brown for Chekovic in a second. Cool. Good to know. Steele, Alexiev. Kreider. I actually want to look at that. Oh, Kreider and Strome were sent to Detroit. Oh, wow. We're almost top of the Pacific. Maple Leafs, Panthers, and Bruins running away. Trying to get that President's Trophy. What was I going to do? That was with Dallas. I think it was like... I think they were looking at Sprong, who was a second round pick. Terry was a fifth rounder. Oh yeah, they're looking at Richie. See, it just harms our team to get rid of him. Like the current state of the team. Yeah, so I guess we're not going to go for that. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, actually. The trade deadline is coming up. Next episode, we'll see if we actually do make any moves. We may not. And we'll get through the rest of the season and see if we make the playoffs. It looks like we're going to, but we will see. All right, see you next time.